Everyone and welcome to sports. The Tennessee Volunteers have kicked defensive lineman Danny O'Brien off the team. The dismissal happens just after O'Brien suffered what appeared to be a serious injury against Texas A&M. Now, the two incidents are not related according to the school. In a university release, the school says O'Brien was dismissed for violation of team rules. However, should he require any additional treatment for his injury, the University of Tennessee will provide it. Meanwhile, despite a double overtime loss to Texas A&M, the Vols keep their number 9 ranking. As you know, the Vols committed 7 turnovers, but were still able to force the game to extra sessions. Coach Butch Jones says he was proud of his players, their effort, and mentality. But Butch says they allowed way too many explosive plays. The number 1 Tide roll in now, the 4th consecutive ranked team that the Vols have faced, and the 2nd consecutive top 10 one. Bama comes in with an 18-game winning streak.
I think this is the best Alabama team we've faced since we've been here. It's the best secondary in terms of where we concern ourselves of any Alabama team we've faced since we've been here, and they've all been very, very talented, and not to take away anything from those teams, but a lot of respect for Coach Saban, a lot of respect for what's going on there. They're disciplined. They bring it every game.
Now, Butch also spoke this afternoon about Jalen Reeves-Maybin and his shoulder injury. He says the senior linebacker is looking at different options he wants to pursue, and the coach asked the reporters present for no more tweets or discussions about it. We shall see. Meanwhile, the number 1 Tide rolled Arkansas 49-30 Saturday evening. Coach Nick Saban called it a great win, but Saban says his team had lapses in the game and are still searching to play what he calls a complete game. Defensive back Minkah Fitzpatrick certainly did that. He had 3 picks and a 100-yard touchdown return. You see it right there. That earned him National Defensive Player of the Week honors. Now, Saban added, though, his team relaxed when they got ahead and did not play with the same intensity. He offered a lot of praise for Tennessee, the energy going into the game, Josh Dobbs, and former Tide player Alvin Kamara.
Alvin, to me, is an outstanding player, and I think he's got great speed. He's very instinctive. He's a very good receiver. He's very good running the ball inside or out, and uses his speed to his advantages on the perimeter and on loose plays, whether it's screens or whatever. He has been just dynamic this year.
If you were one of the 11,000-plus fans that made it to Finley Stadium Saturday, you were treated to a show. Coach Russ Huesman called the 38-3 halftime lead the best period the Mocs have played since he's been here. Now comes the showdown between the number 3 Mocs and the Citadel, which is ranked number 9 in the country. Always a tough game. This one on the road. Coach Huesman talked about this after Saturday's win.
You got Keontae Davis, and you got Lucas Webb, and you got really, really good players. You kind of feel good going in, and if we're healthy going into Citadel, we know that's going to be a test for us. They're always hard to beat, and we're going to have to prepare extremely well to win that one.
And a couple of other notes. Former South Pittsburgh star player Khalil Mitchell has been kicked off the East Tennessee State football team. Coach Carl Torbush described his dismissal as immediate for conduct and attitude unbecoming of a Bucs player. Also, a resolution for the postponed LSU at Florida game has not yet happened, and that could create a ripple effect.
Sure.
Because Florida and Georgia are off on the 22nd.
Right.
That game has been thrown around trying to get LSU in the mix, which would throw a lot of people's plans into chaos.
Yeah, it's interesting for sure.
Yeah, absolutely.
We'll watch it. All right, thank you, John.
Sure.